Hi, my name is Dr. Nicole Dakota, and I am the director of the first year program on the academic side. And I will be explaining a little bit about what the first year program is, what courses to expect, and a little bit about what we call our common read. So throughout the first year, students typically take 4 classes that are common amongst all first year students. The first is WR 1010 Composition. This course, some students test out of through AP English, or they may have taken co-requisite college courses while they were in high school. If there are credits transferring in, then we typically accept those. So for some students, they won't need to take composition, but that's a very common course for students to take in either fall or spring semester. Then we also have, at New England College, our general education is called the Liberal Arts and Sciences Core Curriculum. There are levels 1 through 7. Typically, we have students starting the LAS 1 and 2 in their first and second semesters. So the LAS 1 connects liberal arts with the natural environment. LAS 2 connects the liberal arts with civic engagement. There are a number of different topics within these different categories. Some have more of a history lean to them, others have a political science, some business, some sport and rec management, criminal justice. So the topics vary, but the overall idea of the natural sciences or natural environment and civic engagement are there for LAS 1 and 2. Those 3 courses and then a major specific course is typically what students will take: an introductory course, intro to business, intro to psych. If a student is coming in undeclared, then they can sort of pick and choose what is of interest to them. A lot of our major specific intro classes, like Intro to Psych, for example, is also cross-listed as a liberal arts and sciences curriculum, so that can sort of pull double duty of introducing a student to the major, but also being one of the courses that they are required to take. The class that every first year student coming in, unless they have transfer credits, but every student coming in is LAS 1000, it's first year seminar. This is a course that is taught by a faculty or staff member with a peer leader embedded in the course. It meets twice weekly, and we go over topics that are beneficial for students to learn. For example, time management skills and goal setting. Setting SMART goals, understanding what those goals are and how they can be achievable is something that we go over. We also go over things like multiple literacies. For example, what does it mean to be health literate or financially literate? And what we have in that course is it meets twice weekly with the same set of 20 students, so we're building community within that group. And we have a theoretical meeting. Usually the first meeting of the week is theoretical, so we might talk about what does it mean to be literate. And then the second meeting of the week is a practical skills session. The practical skills session is just that, more practical. So in the example of financial literacy, we have Fidelity come in, teach students about how to save, what portion of their money should be budgeted towards necessities and things like rent and all of those, and then what portion they should be putting away at a young age so that they have a savings when they finish college and then later on in life to be able to retire. So we go over those very practical type skills. We also allow for students to guide what we're doing in that course, because again, a major part of that course is community building. As such, we do ask that students also attend social events and academic events around campus as part of that course. So things like going to bingo and or joining a club, all of these types of things is what we're encouraging students to do through that LAS 1000 first year seminar. The purpose of the first year experience is really to introduce students to what it means to be a college student. How does that differ from high school? What can they do to succeed, and to try to set them up for that success. In addition to those courses, we do also have a common reading. So each year, we like to have a theme, a unifying theme in the first year, and we choose between 12 to 15 titles that students can choose from. The book of choice list is typically made available in June or July of every summer. And during that time, we publish it, we make it known to students what books they can read. We encourage them to choose a book and read it during the summer, but by no means do they have to. It's just a good idea, and so we introduce it in the summertime. That book will be assessed in composition, but we'll also be a part of some of the other LAS courses, some book discussions that happen on campus, which can be social or academic events that students have to attend. They can also be part of one of the LAS courses, and they can have to read it for composition, the Common Read, and in LAS. So I encourage students to check that out when they're watching the orientation videos and going through this process. See what the common reads are and maybe select them. Overall, the first year experience has been created to introduce students to a curriculum, help them to explore a major. Often students, more than 50% of students will change their major at some point within college. So this is a good opportunity for them to sort of see where their passion lies and where they might want to learn more about a concept or a discipline, and help students get to that place.